You are watching the Pikes Peak Grand Prix. Well, folks, you're not going to believe it, but standing right next to me here on the grid is the world-famous Big Cat. I can't think of a better way to kick off the F1 season.
Well, thanks for having me, EP. It was a long trip coming back from New Zealand, but it is good to be home.
Well, you were definitely missed because Ted would not stop talking about you.
Whoa!
Today's race is sponsored by Spoolheads Racing. Check them out at spoolheads.com.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce you to those drivers. It is a historic day for F1 racing, and first up, we have Lone Star driving for Team Red Bull with 4 career wins. And our next driver is JAYBO driving for Team Williams. And take a look at those wheels. Yeah, we have some FTEs out on the track today.
Well, let's just hope they hold up on these mountain roads. Next up, we have Dusty Miles driving for Kick Racing with 5 career wins.
Oh snap, watch out guys. We have a living legend, NUMBSKULL, with 28 career wins driving for BWT Alpine Racing.
Well, I'm definitely curious to see if he can bag another win. Next up, we have Mr. DARQ with 5 career wins driving for Team McLaren.
And last but not least, my favorite all the way from Canada is Crazy CANUCK with 7 career wins driving for Team Visa and Red Bull.
Well, all 6 drivers had a selection between 3 tires. 4 of them went with the medium and 2 with the soft. We'll see if those FTEs hold up here on the mountain track.
In today's race, our drivers will be taking on 9 different twists and turns coming down from Pikes Peak, not to mention the weather of ice, snow, and rain that presents here on these mountain tracks.
Well, let's just hope those guardrails hold up for these high-speed drivers. Kicking off lap number 1, sitting in the pole position is NUMBSKULL, who had the fastest qualifying track time, and to his right is JAYBO. Well, looks like all 6 drivers off to a nice start. No trouble with those vehicles. NUMBSKULL pushing to the front through the Eisenhower Tunnel in the merge, and NUMBSKULL takes first place. Crazy CANUCK challenging on the inside with Mr. DARQ right behind him. NUMBSKULL continues to lead Crazy Jimmy style. Crazy CANUCK following, and third place is Mr. DARQ. Coming in first is NUMBSKULL with a track time of 23.89.
Well, these drivers did not disappoint with lap number 1. Taking a look back on this replay, NUMBSKULL tries to lock it down with Crazy CANUCK coming in on the inside trying to make the pass, but gets locked up. And with these open wheels, that is so dangerous on these mountain tracks.
Well, they don't call him the Crazy CANUCK for nothing. However, he was flirting with disaster, and this is not California. We don't have the regulations for a safety fence, so he better keep that in mind for the next lap.
Well, speaking of crazy Canadian, sitting in the pole position is Crazy CANUCK, and to his right is NUMBSKULL. This will be an interesting matchup, with NUMBSKULL being the fastest driver on the track today. Taking a look at the grid, row 2, Mr. DARQ and JAYBO, row 3, Lone Star and Dusty Miles.
And they're off, and NUMBSKULL already trying to push out to the front. Crazy CANUCK trying to close the gap through the tunnel into the merge. Neck and neck, we have NUMBSKULL and Crazy CANUCK.
Whoa, no way.
NUMBSKULL spins out, opening the door for Mr. DARQ to make the pass. Continuing to lead the group is Crazy CANUCK. Second place, Mr. DARQ. Third place, NUMBSKULL hanging on with JAYBO knocking on the door. And there you have it. First place goes to Crazy CANUCK.
Well, I know there's going to be a little bias with this comment since the Crazy Canadian is my favorite. However, he is such an intelligent driver. Check out his strategy. He knew NUMBSKULL was fast, blocks him out, holds it through the turn, sends NUMBSKULL into a tailspin. I mean, it can't get any better than this. Kudos to the Crazy CANUCK.
Well, the Canadian definitely showed up tonight. Take a look at his qualifying track time at 23.97, improving his time in lap number 2 with 22.92 with a top speed of 152 miles per hour. That's pretty good.
Oh, come on, EP. That's more than good. Now, kicking off lap number 3, sitting in the pole position is Mr. DARQ, and to his right is the Crazy CANUCK. Sitting in row number 2, we have Lone Star and NUMBSKULL, and row 3, Dusty Miles and JAYBO.
All 6 drivers leaving the Spoolheads Bridge, making their way down through Loveland Ski Resort. Entering the tunnel, Mr. DARQ has the lead. A battle for second place between Lone Star and Crazy CANUCK. Crazy CANUCK takes the lead with Lone Star right behind him. Mr. DARQ continuing to lead with Crazy CANUCK in second. Third place, Lone Star with Dusty Miles right behind him. And Mr. DARQ takes first place with a 21.93 track time.
Well, our Canadian better watch out. Mr. DARQ is only 1 point from the lead, and he really capitalized on his pole position. Take a look at Lone Star and Crazy CANUCK. That was neck and neck through the turn. barely inching out Lone Star and messing up Dusty Miles. No wonder he had trouble throughout that race. Dusty did make up time though as he caught back up to Lone Star, pushing all the way down to the finish. That was a pretty exciting lap number 3.
Yeah, definitely. And take a look at that lap time, 21.93. Mr. DARQ setting the bar even higher for the other 5 drivers. Now, a quick word from our sponsors, Funtech Labs and Spoolhead Racing.
Wow, I don't know what was better, the commercial or the products. I mean, it's all good. The track is phenomenal, and then that wind tunnel for your desktop. I mean, come on, man. This is a no-brainer.
Dude, why are you looking at me? I already have one on my desk. Kicking off lap number 4, sitting in the pole position as Lone Star for Team Red Bull, and to his right, Mr. DARQ. Taking a look at the grid, row 2, we have Dusty Miles and Crazy CANUCK, and row 3, we have JAYBO and NUMBSKULL. And they're off. Mr. DARQ already out to an early lead. Lone Star trying to close that gap as they round the turn into the tunnel. Lone Star falling short, and Mr. DARQ takes first. Lone Star loses his pole position, and Dusty Miles also moves up, overtaking Crazy CANUCK. Currently in the lead, Mr. DARQ, Lone Star in second, and third place, Dusty Miles. And first place goes to Mr. DARQ with a 22.69, and JAYBO sliding in for a photo finish.
And just like that, we have a new points leader, Mr. DARQ, rightfully so, edging out Lone Star, taking the lead and robbing him of the pole position. But keep an eye on Dusty Miles and Crazy CANUCK, a long battle from the top of the mountain down to the bottom. Dusty barely overtakes the Crazy Canadian, but it continues to be a fight down to the finish. That was something else. And as far as JAYBO's sliding in for a picture at the finish line, not sure what's going on there.
Well, when you're in last place, you'll do anything for some attention. Kicking off lap number 5, sitting in the pole position for Kick Racing is Dusty Miles, and to his right, Lone Star for Red Bull Racing. Let's see if Dusty can move up in the field. And they're off. Lone Star with a slight lead, but Dusty Miles closing that gap and increasing his lead. JAYBO right behind, and NUMBSKULL, all 3 come out in the lead. First, second, and third. Where have these drivers been all day? Dusty continues to lead, JAYBO coming down, Crazy Jimmy style. NUMBSKULL in third, and Dusty Miles takes first place with a 23.15 track time.
Well, I don't know where Dusty Miles and JAYBO have been. They finally came out in lap number 5, but the question is that too little too late? They only have one more lap to score some points, and I do not think they're going to catch the point leaders.
Yeah, you can't come out so late in the game and expect results. Now, they will complete a total of 12 laps. There will be another episode after we complete the finals at the Spectre Flame tournament, so stick around. And if you're enjoying the F1 tournament, leave a comment, and maybe we'll do some more.
Now, kicking off our last and final lap, sitting in the pole position as JAYBO, driving for Team Williams, and to his right, Dusty Miles for Kick Racing. Let's see if these drivers can put up some points on the board.
Drivers making their way down Pikes Peak. Dusty Miles in the lead, but quickly overtaken by JAYBO. NUMBSKULL fighting for second place, and Dusty Miles edges him out. NUMBSKULL's not giving up, continuing all over the back of Dusty Miles. JAYBO leads. Dusty in second, pushing for first, and JAYBO takes first place with a track time of 23.15.
After 6 laps, Mr. Dark in the lead with 25 points. Crazy Canuck, NUMBSKULL, and Dusty Miles tied for 22. JAYBO with 19, and Lone Star falls to the bottom with 16. But don't count out any of these drivers. They have 6 more laps to go before they crown the king of this circuit. They'll continue on with F1 driving in a future race. But before we get to any of that, we're going to wrap it up with the Spectre Flame tournament, so stick around, don't go away. This is one action-packed summer of Diecast Racing.